But team score-wise, it's kind of tight between Prairie du Chien at 123 and GET Melmin at 114. Those two teams are out in front right now. Definitely your 1 and 2, but Austin's still somewhat in striking distance at 93 points.
Well, I put the cart a little bit ahead of the horse. Ken had texted me, make sure, we're always recording for that tape delay, and I missed the first 2 periods of Alex Klum's match. So just to bring everybody back up to speed, he's leading in the 3rd period. There's 45 seconds to go. 5-2 is the score. Klum in the lead, riding control. And now we're all caught up.
Well, there you go. You mentioned earlier, though, that we can always have plausible deniability because it is Ken's choice of employees.
Yes. We've been trying to get fired for years now.
7-4 down there in our other match with Richland Center wrestler, and that's Logan Conrad still winning in that match over Kyle Wazinger at 138. Mat number 2, we're having some mat repair, which I hate to see that. That's always seemed to be a feature around state tournament time, that all of a sudden some of this tape, I used to think it was the mats, but somebody in maybe a little more wiser than me told me it was just people to try and be too economical with their mat tape. You got a final down there, though, didn't you?
Yes, Alex Klum, 5-2 was the final score. He'll move on. I'm going to move to mat 2. We've got Richland Center and Prairie.
Yep, we got Brock Barrett from Richland Center at 120 pounds taking on Brady Baumgartner. Basically 2 freshmen trying to make a name for themselves here. And right away it's Baumgartner with the first takedown. Tightened up down at the other end as they go into the 3rd period. Conrad leading 8-6 as they go into the 3rd period with Wassinger down. He's got a chance with a reversal to tie this up. Barrett comes to his feet. He needs to get out so he can get back on the scoreboard and get going. He needs to maybe just drive in here instead of trying to do a throw right away, but he's going to hopefully get his 1. He needs to keep driving there, doesn't he, Carl?
Yeah, they're going to go out of bounds.
But he did get the 1.
But lost control.
Yep. And on the other end, I turned away, and Wazinger did get the takedown, and he's scoring back points. But then he's going to give up the reversal, so it'll be another one of those deals of where's it all end up. It ends up 11-10 with 1:10 to go, and now he's trying to do a cross-face turn and get Wazinger over on his back. Do have action down on mat number 3 at 138. We'll catch up with that one in a second, but do have a lot of activity here going on right now in our 2 Richland Center matches. Wazinger down there gets an escape. Now it comes in deep on a single leg. He's looking to solidify this away, and he does with another takedown at 14-10. The middle match, what you got going on there, Carl?
Well, we've got 4-1. Baumgartner leading. Mat 3, Pitts from Austin is leading 2-0 over Garcia.
Black River Falls. Wazinger doing a nice job riding down. He's got 20 seconds to go to hold on to this, and he can stay in the tournament and keep his action going for the day. Center mat, 2nd period ends 4-1, still in favor of Baumgartner. And he's going to choose down for the 3rd period. Nice comeback there by Kyle Wazinger. I know maybe you didn't get to see it, but we're going to let you know he's still in this tournament, and we'll try to get him on here later today yet, as he's going to be continuing his tournament wrestling at 138 pounds with a nice 14-10 win. Coming back to our center mat, still 4-1, right, Carl?
Yep.
Far end is still 2-0 as they go into the 2nd period. I believe we're going to have Watoma and somebody else here on mat number 1. Could be River Valley coming on out here. But we'll stay here in the center mat. still 4-1.
And they got Barrett for stalling.
No comment.
I didn't quite understand because I didn't really catch what happened just before that.
No, I didn't either, so that's why I'm going to leave it at no comment. And finally, though, Baumgartner does come down and get another reversal. 6-1 in that match, 50 seconds to go. The far end down there, we do have another River Valley wrestler stepping on the mat. We'll go down to that in a second. But that is Cage Steltenpool from Watoma taking on Max Guru from River Valley, the freshman. TJ Wanakee and Danny Makovic got a real nice squad here. They got a couple really good studs, and they got a lot of young wrestlers and a bright future down there because I think they also have several wrestlers in the junior high portion that are very good. So as they always say at some of those better wrestling schools, it's just a matter of reloading here. So I think Valley's in that mode right now, along with several of the other teams here in Southwest Wisconsin. Prairie du Chien still in Division II, along with Lodi are still the two to kind of gauge your track to where you want to go. Last 10 seconds. Go ahead, Carl.
I was going to say Baumgartner was warned for stalling, so now we're going to start giving points up. Each wrestler's been warned once.
Yeah, well, he's still got a period to go here yet. Yeah, I thought that was getting close to the end. 6-2.
Aspen Pitts is leading 7-0 down on mat 3 as that's winding down in the second period. He's riding control right now.
At 132, coming through this backside wrestlebacks, or advancement, what do you call them, advancement matches. Because you're really fighting for your advancement on this backside now. That is one of the interesting aspects of the tournament that they've done the last few years since they wrestled to fifth place, is when you get to that wrestle background where you're looking to true advancement to sectionals. There's a lot of the 5 and the 4 wrestlers that really haven't seen each other today yet.
Yeah.
So you end up quite often with more wrestlebacks there than you do in the 2 to 3 wrestlebacks.
Barrett tried to roll through. Baumgartner caught him.
So that was over. 53 seconds into the third period, so that would be a 4:53 pin there for Baumgartner as he keeps his tournament series alive. And Barrett, just a freshman, got some nice matches in here and got some good experience and did some nice things.
Well, we've got David Van Loo of Viroqua up on mat 2, and he is wrestling Fry.
And it clicked off just as you were trying to see it. And then now I don't understand why it goes to that. I wonder if you click on this down here, if it brings you up to date again. Ah, there we go. Lane Fry.
Norman GET.
Yep, so there you go. We'll stay right there on mat number 2, and you stay right on that, Carl. 2 good sponsor programs here with Viroqua and GET Millman. I'll keep an eye on the other ones. Rue down there right now trailing his match against Steppenpole 7-0.
I'm really surprised. Van Loo has been back straight off the mat twice, and I don't know if you'd get him for fleeing 10 seconds into the match or not. But Fry with a quick takedown and goes to work on Van Loo. He's got a brush hollow chicken wing and a wrist. No, he didn't. Or just a wrist.
Finally,
I got to throw one of those in for Ken because.
There you go. Pitts down there gets a pin from Austin at 138. He'll keep advancing.
He's got a
break him down.
bar arm. Van Loo doing a good job fighting it up, and now he goes back over to his back and It's going to be all over but the counting.
Minute to bridge off is a lot of time, Carl.
It is, but he's able to get an arm through. Slips back. They're going to give the near point or the near fall. The 2-on-1 is Van Loo comes up to a sit. Now he's got a ball and chain. A little cross. Well, it's a 2-on-1 tilt.
Yep, that's a nice tilt. A lot of college kids doing that too.
Too quick near fall, up 7-0.
14-0 Guru trailing down there against Steltenpool from Watomo Wild Rose.
13 seconds left. Fry's trying to settle in. Van Loo doing a good job bridging. He's got his left shoulder up, but too little, too late.
Match on the other end is going to be over shortly too, and there's the fall there.
155 pin. They're having some tape issues over on mat 3.
Yeah, it looks like we can stay right here in mat number 2 because it looks like we have. I thought one of the other Baroque wrestlers was coming out. Maybe he's going out on mat 3. Is that Cornwell?
No,
Cornwell or Novotny?
Clum.
Oh, that is Clum. They do have it up there. I was looking in the wrong place. It is Vinny coming out there. We'll go down to mat 3 then. As soon as they get going. Hopefully they'll get going here quick. If not, we can switch down to mat 1 if you want. Got a River Valley wrestler down there.
I remember one of the first matches I helped Ken with, I called an arm bar a chicken wing, and he was very quick to correct me.
He was,
Chicken wings are illegal. That is an arm bar.
Oh, okay.
I said, well, Ken Deaver was my middle school wrestling coach.
We better switch down there because they're going to do some more taping down there in mat 3. So let's go down to mat 1, and that would be Rodolfo Espinoza from River Valley, the freshman. He takes on Breck Peterson from Mauston Necedah. And he got the early takedown and is up 2-0 at that 126-pound bout. We'll keep an eye on, too, as we said, Vinny Clum. And then we also, in the center mat, have Ethan Bodendine going to be coming out there. And it just took him a while to find him. He was back there. This is that one that Carl likes, is DeMarcos Young Thunder.
Hey, yep.
So your choice, you go wherever you want, or you just keep an eye on Young Thunder. And I'll keep watching Espinoza down there. It's 2-1 down there in that match we're watching. Espinoza shoots in again, trying to get a double leg takedown. It's always hard to get a double leg takedown, though, when your head is buried between their legs.
Got to get that off to the side and step up and finish that. But the defense to that is right exactly with what Peterson is doing, is stuffing the head.
And now he does a nice job trying to spin off of that, but Espinoza still keeps the single leg. Got to be a void here that he doesn't get caught in that cradle, because then it could go real south for him in a hurry. Holds it off, so we'll come back and get an upgrade from you, Carl. What's happening with Mr. Bodendine?
He is off to an early lead with the takedown 2-0, 36 seconds into the first period.
Yep. Still doing a fine job of retaping down there. Man, that must be a state tournament problem.
Wonder if we're having some time restraint stuff too. Maybe not. Maybe it's just tape.
Well, it's looking like they're replacing almost every section with tape. If there was some older stuff that they were using up.
Or they just don't make tape like they used to.
Yeah, could be. They don't make them like us anymore, do they, Carl? Good thing. That's what my wife would say. Well, in Espinoza's match down there, it's still 2-1 as he's trying to secure another takedown here as we're about a minute into the second period. I was just trying to hang on because he did give up an escape. Now it's 3-2 that he's trailing now to Peterson from Austin.
We can take a moment to say thank you to some sponsors: Advanced Pump and Well Solutions, the Bank of Cashton, Black River Falls Wrestling Club, and the Boscobel Wazeeka Steuben Wrestling Club, along with Brookwoods Wrestling Club and Green Repair LLC, Campbell's Mobile and Solar Meats, and Cashton Farm Supply.
Now we got sponsors on every mat with Ethan Bodendine with a nice 5-0, 8-0 score. They end the second period there. 3-2 still down there in the match you're watching with Espinoza. And now Vinny Klum is on the mat, Carl.
Yeah, he was able to bring, is it Wheatland?
Yeah, I'd say that's close enough.
Wheatland?
Wintland.
Right on the edge of the mat, able to bring him in, come up, cover the hips, and get his takedown. So he leads 2-0.
Oh, nice takedown out on the other end there by Peterson from Austin. And now he leads 5-2 in that match. 10-0 in the center match as we're in the second period. Bodendine kind of having his way, and now he gets the stalling point on top of that. So it's 11-0. We got Plest here today. 3 out of our 4 officials I know are going to the state tournament themselves this year. So we got a pretty good crew down here, Carl.
Do you ever miss the officiating?
Like to say pretty much every day, but I just have enjoyed my time the last 7 years watching my grandkids go through their athletic careers and high school careers. So yes and no, but a lot of yes, because it's just, that's why I'm still good help for Ken Manning, because it's just fun to be around wrestling. And right now, Espinoza just got caught in a real tight headlock, and he's in a lot of trouble, and there it is. So we'll switch to mat number 2 or 3, whichever one you want, Carl, as Espinoza ends up losing there.
Well, we're gonna switch.
4:27.
Yeah, it's 12-0 on Bodensteiner's match. Over, hopefully catch some action. And he's got.
You switched there, and Vinny pinned him.
All right.
Good timing there, Carl.
So we'll go over to.
We'll finish up
Bodenstein's match.
Bodendine. Yeah, Bodendine. Yep. There's no S in there, bud. And he's gonna. Well, as soon as we go there, look at this. Oh. Yeah. The period ended, but almost the match ended too. In another 2 seconds, and it would have been over. We do have another Richland Center wrestler down on mat number 1. I believe that comes up. This is the only thing is too many basketball games watching the grandkids. I don't get to see the Richland Center wrestlers wrestle as much. And without a program.
We've got Lancaster and Nakusa Assumption on mat 3. That's Cornwell from Nakusa Assumption and
Novotny from Boston. And then Lancaster there. It's right colors, but that's Boston. Eli Muckler.
Lancaster's not even here.
Yeah, I know that. It's been a long time that they went down to Division 3. Eli Muckler down on mat number 1. And as we said, Bodendine, he's doing a nice job finishing up the match, but still hasn't been able to secure that one last point he needs for the tech fall. Eli down there needs a little bit careful. He got caught in what a lot of times Ken used to call that what Danny Yost would do with that double cow catcher, or bull rush is the other thing he called it. There, as I turned away, that's what I needed to do. I needed to quit watching Ethan. And he turned him over while I was looking down there at Eli's match, and he got the fall. 105 less, so 4:55 was the pin time. As he pinned DeMarcos Young Thunder, and Young Thunder's season will be over. And now that gives a bright spot for Eli to get his first takedown, and he's up 2-0 down there. Told you we were sitting in this Boston crowd. We had to be cognizant of what was going on. I was wondering why everybody was yelling. There's a fall going down on the other end of mat number 3, but we're continuing to watch mat number 1 here right now, and that's Eli Muckler out with a 2-0 lead. And just as I turned away there, he's getting back points. So that's always the feature of being let's say a semi-talented announcer, is you always turn away at the time when they're scoring. 4-0, 3 seconds to go here for Eli, as he's leading in that match 4-0 now. In our center match, as I just tell you about it, Luke Sampson from Wisconsin Dells, he gets a 34-second pin over Austin Lunn of Black River Falls. And the one that Carl's watching down there is Wiley Cornwell. He's from Nakusa. He's winning against, he's losing against Charles Novotny. Starting here in the second period, Eli on top with a 4-0 lead. Going to move to 157 in our center mat. So we're going to stay down here with Eli as he continues to drive that arm bar. Try to keep his season alive here. Oh, now he got a little bit high, and that's going to put him in a bad way in a hurry. And now it's Tamke that has Eli in a lot of trouble. He's got basically both his arms tied up. He needs to roll through this or fight his way back to his base.
A come from behind win from Cornwell.
Really?
He was trailing 5-4 and got the reversal and the pin on mat 3.
Good for him.
I'd like to thank the Cashton Wrestling Club, Central Express, and Pasture Pride there in Cashton, along with Citizens First Bank, Coon Valley Telecommunications, and the Darlington Blackhawk Warbirds, DeSoto Wrestling Club, DeWitt Construction, and Genuine Telecom for helping bring today's action to life.
Eli did at least a nice job of getting out of that position there. He got a little bit high, got sucked underneath, and then gave up 2 reversal and 3 near fall, but now he's out of it. He's got 50-some seconds here left in the second period. He's going to be down here at this point, and he's got his choice in the third period, so it'd be nice to score right here. Comes to his feet, looking for a roll through here, but he's got to be careful he doesn't roll himself into trouble, too. Last 30 seconds. Best move is to come to his feet again. Tamke drives him off the mat again. 5-4. 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Looking down at the far end there as we have another Arcadia wrestler down there. Nicholas Esteban is taking on Brody Schultz from Berlin in another survival match. Off the whistle now. Muckler comes to his feet. Nice job. Gets the reversal here. Almost had a chance to put him on back points, but he does have that double wrist lock. There's another fall there in the middle mat.
We got a fall on mat 3. Esteban pinned Brady Schultz of Berlin.
Okay. Oh, and another reversal there right at the end. As I turned away and watched the other stuff, 2 falls. The Boston wrestler Eli Rader got a pin there in the center mat in 1:36. When I turned away, Eli gave up the reversal, so now we're going to go into the third period. Eli's going to be trailing 8-7. No, he's going to be up 8-7. Up 8-7 going into the third period. Off the whistle, he's down. Looking for a switch. Got the move in. Going to get the switch, so now it'll be up 10-7. Now it's just a matter of can he stay in control and create some more back points of his own. Going to have a Purdy Sheen wrestler step out here at 190 now. And that'll be a matchup against a GT wrestler. So that'll be interesting. Good, exciting match there. We'll get updates on names here in a second. We have Ryan Weaver from Adams Friendship at 165 taking on Brendan Morenbacher from Nakusa Assumption down there on mat 3. And just as I say that and then turn away from Eli, and he looked for a second like he was going to get some back points there, Carl, but he just got a little bit high and got rolled through, and now he gave up the reversal. but he's still up 10-9, so a minute to go. He's got to fight his way off his base here and stay away from being turned. Now, if he can turn into that and get a roll himself into the Granby position, but he can't. Oh, a nice move out of that. This is back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, it's a good match. On mat 2, Bowman of Nelman GET and Jack, is that McFerrin? McEachin.
That's an E in there.
Ah, yes it is.
Eacham. Mac Eacham is how I would pronounce it.
Eacham has got in near fall criteria.
He's got Bauman in a lot of trouble, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Oh, now finally Eli's got him over. There's a fall in your match.
Jack McEachin.
Must have been a fall down there in the other end, too.
Yep, Ryan Weaver.
Got the fall down there, and so did Eden Bodine. Eli Muckler, dang it. Eli got the fall there, and he keeps his match tournament alive today. So that was 15 seconds to go, so that would be a 5:45 pin there. So a lot of fast action there in a hurry, Carl.
Well, we've got a River Valley wrestler on mat 3 and mat 1.
Yep, so far. Let's see what happens here on mat number. Let's just stay where we're at on mat 1.
We're going to see a 106.
Says it is, yeah. I don't know.
So down on mat 3 is Pierce Conaway of River Valley. Oh, and that's done already. He will come away with a 13-second pin time.
Well, that's a young man with quite the chin abrasion.
Yes.
Came back with a nice win here. So down on mat number 1, we have Lucas Stanley from Adams Friendship. He takes on Ty Larson from River Valley. And this looks like this could be a semifinal.
Mat number 2 is 106, Colton Kloss and Ani Zaragoza.
Yep, Ani Zaragoza from Arcadia. This is our first semifinal action championship side going on now. So maybe by the time we get to the finals, Carl, we could have a program and be somewhat coherent. But we've done, I would say, respectable so far working with track wrestling here in Hub. 2-0 score down there. But since this is a feature bout here in the semifinal, let's come to mat 2 for right now and stick with Colton Koss's match in the semifinal action as he takes on Ani Zaragoza. You keep an eye on that one, and I'll keep a watch on Ty Larson's match down here and keep everyone up to date.
Well, Koss out to an early lead, 2-0 over Zaragoza. This is a rematch from conference last week.
Well, he got a
Colton
pin
Koss
there.
with the pin. Let's see, 38-second pin time.
Well, the pin down there, see, I told you, we flips around, that gets people fired up.
Ty Larson.
Larson got a pin there with, it'd be 39 seconds, a minute 39 into the first period. So right away, that guy's advanced through. Now we're going to go semifinals, pretty much championship on.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
We got Ethan Haiti. Looks like he's going to be coming up on mat 2, so we'll stay here. This should be another semifinal at 113.
Yep. This should be a good match. Nick Ersland, this is the one that they kind of were dancing around. Ersland comes in as a 1 seed. Haiti wanted to get in the bottom bracket to see him in the finals, but now they're going to wrestle here in the semifinals. 1 against 4. Go ahead, Carl.
Well, we'll start with Ethan Haiti coming into today at 32-8, coming into this match, and Ersland 33-2. So both respectable records.
On a consolation semifinal down the other. And go ahead.
I'm going to say I'm not sure if these guys have matched up head-to-head yet this year.
Probably not, because Ethan's wrestled 120 most of the year. It just finally went down for the Clash tournament last weekend. The Richland Center doesn't wrestle the Dells that much during the year. I do want to mention, because they had asked earlier during the day, and we'll try to switch down there if we get done with this match here with Ethan Haley. Haiti, Jackson Shield is wrestling down on mat number 3 as he takes on Gavin Gnessler from Berlin. Right now that is 3-2 in favor of Shield. Back to you, Carl.
Well, Haiti got his leg trapped. We're still neutral, but he's going to come around. They're going to call that stalemate. So they're going to reset back. 43 seconds to go, first period, still scoreless.
2-0, got some blood time down on mat number 1. That's still a consolation round down there at 165 with Feinholtz from Arcadia over Roche from Watoma.
Well, the ref down at Shields match is holding 2 near fall. 3-2 the score before the near fall is counted.
Still no score in our center mat.
10 seconds to go.
More back points down there for Shields. He got a nice cradle in now. Time is going to be of his essence against him. Must have that cradle pretty tight because the
bottom guy's trying to tap out.
There's the pin. There you go. I wish we could have showed you more of that match, but Jackson Shield is alive in this tournament yet, and he's still wrestling for towards the 5th place match. So we'll try to get him in later as he comes up with a nice fall there for the River Valley Blackhawks. Still no scorer as we go in the second period, Carl.
Oh, we've got Haiti right in control. A little roll through by Erzland,
yep. Nick.
He'll get a reversal.
So he's on the board.
And Haiti with the escape, 2-1 as we go back to our feet. Haiti in on a single.
Haiti's been kind of the aggressor on his feet. Oh, there's that nice dive through spaghetti stuff to try to get the takedown himself. But so far, Haiti countering it. Now, if he could come to a Granby position, it'd be really cool.
He's almost got it.
Well, he got the takedown.
Now he's reaching for that arm for that Granby again.
Wisconsin-Goodell's coach wasn't too happy that he gave the 2 there, but there was control, I think, too. But now it's interesting.
Now they're going to go out of bounds, and obviously Haiti was still in the majority of control right there.
I'm not sure. Wait, see.
He gave him this. Oh, he gave him the lost control.
That's what I thought. He raised 1. Yep.
Well, we're tied up, 3 apiece. Minute to go, second period. Nobody on mat 3 right now.
No, they look like they're trying to gear something up for down there, but
Haiti reached down for an ankle pick, came up to the knee, able to get 2.
Well, he's got. Oh, wow.
Rolled through, not going to have in. Oh, he's holding 2 near fall right now.
Wow.
So 2 takedown, 2 near fall. That'll bring it up 7-3. Haiti in the lead, 33 seconds to go.
Well, Haiti's liking it on his feet. He's going to let him go. Oh, maybe. No, his coaches talked him out of it. Okay. That was
the whole theory of give him 1, not 2.
Yeah.
Got the leg locked in.
I think
cranking for a power half.
They wanted to ride him a little bit, wear him down some.
Oh, well, you grind on somebody like that. Now that should be potentially dangerous with the leg in, wouldn't it?
But close.
I suppose it kind of depends. A little switch, re-switch. Right back
hang on here, 10 seconds.
Haiti stays in control.
Oh my, nice
near
for
fall
some back points here.
He should get 3 more near fall.
Nice move there.
Oh, just give him 2.
Ethan did a nice job of countering there, though, didn't he?
Yeah. 9-3 your score as we head into the third period.
Pin down there on mat number 1. That would be the young man from Arcadia. That would be Austin Fernholz from Arcadia, the freshman, gets the fall down there with 23 seconds to go in the second period.
And a little short drag out of a sit position. Now Haiti's got the leg locked. He was trying for a Granby roll. He's going to just bull in and swim his head out.
He's got to be careful here a little bit, though. Oh, now Ursuline lets go of it. Ursuline had a front headlock in there. Now he's going to give it up.
Comes in, gets the reversal, and goes right back to work from the left side. 11-3.
2 state qualifiers here from last year. I don't know if they were the same weight class or not, but that was the criteria they talked about in the seeding meeting. But with his record, Ethan ended up in the 3rd seed, and he tried like heck, his coach did, to get him up to the, well, went through the whole gamut. Asked for 1, got voted down. Asked for 3, got voted down. Asked for 2, got voted down.
Stalemate.
Now he's about to show everybody he should be in the top 3. Now we're going to go to 106 down here on mat number 1. That should be a championship match between Landon Miller, the fine freshman from Boston, as he takes on Hunter Reed, the fine freshman from Prairie du Chien. We'll go to that after Haiti's match. Haiti's starting to put on somewhat of a kind of a dominating performance here, Carl.
Very much so in the near fall criteria. He's got at least 2. Now we're looking for a pin. Well, they're going to come out. They'll award him the 3 near fall.
14-3. Wow.
Finally got some wrestling going on mat 3.
Yep. That should be Landon Peeler. That's consolation semifinal against Deacon Brown. So still, as I said earlier, these are all qualifying matches, so everything's 2-2-2 the whole day through.
And we're going to pick up a few more near fall. 3 more near fall.
Awesome display by Ethan Haiti there.
17-3 your score.
Started out kind of slow, but boy, once he got it going, he really turned it on.
Don't matter what seed you are if you win.
There you go. Switch her down to mat number 1 now. So we got 2 fine freshmen going at it down there. At least one of our sponsors down there in Prairie du Chien. Hunter Reed and Landon Miller from Boston. Both freshmen. Both have fine records. Going to move up to 120 in the center mat. I believe that should be a semifinal.
It's Mawson and Matoma.
Yep. We'll get the names.
Rose.
Names for you in a second. Still no score down there at mat number 1. Oh, a nice move there on mat number 2. That's Drake Gaza, another state qualifier, number 1 seed, taking on Isa Lazama, I think, or Lesma, from a senior from Wild Rose. First period ends down there in that semifinal 106 bout. 0-0 there. Another one of those. We had quite a few of those today. It kind of surprises me, Carl.
A lot of close matches.
Yep. Gazda off to a quick 4-0 start. He's working even for more now, trying to go with a cross-face cradle in that middle match. Down on the end down there, it's Peeler from Arcadia with a 4-2 lead over Brown. Right now in our semifinal match down there with Reed, he's leading 0-0 yet. Riding, doing a nice job. He rides Miller out of bounds here with about 1:20 to go in the second period. Bunch of fine coaching crews here today, but see Prairie du Chien in one corner and Mauston in the other corner. They're 2 really fine coaching staffs. Gazda coming close to a fall there now. And there it is. Came in as the number 1 seed, and he just keeps rolling along. Moves to the finals here with a pin in the first period in 1:49.
A quick shout out to the Melman GET Titan Wrestling Club, Grantland Graphics, Harchie Lumber, Iowa Grant Highland Wrestling, Ithaca Weston Wrestling Club, JNR Military Surplus, the Kickapoo Lafarge Predators and the Viola Quick Stop, Coon Creek Feeds, the Lacrosse Loggers, and the Lancaster Flying Arrows. I'd like to thank them for their support.
Boy, it just surprised me. Still no score down there in that semifinal bout. As Reed drives him out of bounds again. Miller almost had a real nice lateral fly out of that, or drop, but they went out of bounds. Otherwise, he would have had a lot of scoring there. Still 0-0, 30 seconds to go. Moving into another, I believe, semifinal bout. And this is Sawyer Ostrom from Nakusa Assumption. He takes on Matthew Badillo from, I believe that's Arcadia. Yep.
Yeah.
2-1 in that match. And we wrestled 2 periods down there and no score. Two seconds left to go, but it's going to be, Miller's going to have to make one real quick move to score here in the last 2 seconds. And it's not going to happen. So we go in the third period with a 0-0 score. I believe now Reed will be down. 4-2 in our other semifinal in the middle here. And our wrestle back down there is now 8-4 in favor of Brown from Black River Falls.
8-5 with the locked hands.
Oh, okay. Now it's Miller's turn to Ryan down here in the semifinal match at 106. And he's put on a good performance of riding. 6-2 now there in our middle match. That's Sawyer Ostrom leading against Badilio. See, the more than I see the name and try to pronounce it, the better I do at it. Maybe not. Well, now we're going to have a nosebleed down there. So in the interest of things in action, maybe switch it to mat number 2 for a second. So they get the blood time done. Then we got to come back there because we wrestled almost 5 minutes down there and nobody's scored yet. So somebody's due.
And that's almost like a heavyweight match. Usually heavyweight matches, though, go scoreless in the first. And then somebody gets an escape in the second. The other guy will get an escape in the third. We'll go into overtime 1-1.
Well, Sawyer now, he's starting to, flex his muscles, as we usually say, a little bit here, as he now leads 8-3 in that semifinal bout. And we're still sitting there 12-5 down there in the third period in that consolation semifinal with Deacon Brown on top.
Well, Peeler just got a reversal, so it's 7-12.
Well, a little bit of a comeback, huh? And Sawyer just got some more back points, now leads 8-3. Now we're going to switch it back to mat 1 because we've got to stay on that match. That's been a great semifinal. Got to get the mat all dried off for these two fireballs going at each other. And I turned away again, and Sawyer pins him, and I turned the camera off at 2. That was bad timing on my part. Not on yours, Carl.
Oh, we're going to give up an escape here. Unless
you see, he's going to get warned for stalling. There was a nice return lift, though.
That was real close. What do they got, 5 seconds?
Something like that, yep. He was making progress at it, but you could tell his dad was a little bit more nervous about it than he was. Still a good match here. And now we got something messed up with the blood time going on down there. They must be keeping the clock somewhere else because that's certainly not how much time's left in the match down there, Carl.
Yeah.
Maybe they can get that adjusted and fixed now.
Potentially dangerous call. We've got a 19-7 score on mat 3. Deacon Brown leading Peeler.
Oh, wow. It's hard to take your eye off of this, though, because they're... Well, it's good for the coaches. They know how much time is left, but we don't have any idea how much time is left. I agree with the official. You got to keep wrestling here. You got to let them wrestle here, coach.
They're calling in for help. Well, while they're figuring that out,
I disagree with what they're doing there.
19-9.
There's the final down there. Yep, 19-9. Deacon Brown wins. See, the thing is what she's claiming, and I don't disagree with her. It's got to be the time is up down there somewhere because it's in track at 38 seconds.
Yeah, the coaches want to know how much time is left.
Well, he wants his wrestler to know it, but that you're going to have to do yourself, coach. It's hard to say when you take a break here like this who it favors, and it's a 0-0 match, so I ain't going to say it favors either wrestler. But you're not supposed to be wrestling staring at the clock anyway.
No.
And they've gone the right way here. They're going to go back to wrestling.
So mat 3, we've got Brady Bumgardner of Prairie du Chien and Jackson Klasa
looks good.
From Berlin. Klasa with the early lead 2-0.
Nice return there. I don't know how well the clock's keeping up here. He just had to hang on here. It's really cut right to the end here. Miller's got to hang on. He's not got much left here to hang on with. He's going to give it up.
And that is as time expired.
Whatever.
Miller not happy about that.
I disagree with him. I think they did the right thing. But it's hard when it's your son. You know that, or you're a parent there. You're not a coach. I think Richie Legler, the official there, did a nice job.
We're going to have Prairie and GET, so we stay here. That's Perney.
That almost looks like another. Oh, that's Porter Kosman coming out now. That is another semi, and he's going to take on Coda Perney. And that's going to be another interesting bout. So we'll stay right there. This time, instead of Prairie du Chien Mauston, we got Prairie du Chien GET. And right away, Perney comes out with some good moves. Got a fall there in the middle, Matt, and that was another semifinal at 120. That was, I believe, Breska from Arcadia, the fine freshman they have. He had a 35-9 record going into that match. He pins Carter Jensen in minute 18. Yep, there we go, minute 18. So we'll move on there. Our other consolation semifinal down there is 5-2 now in favor of Jackson Plaza that's also from, he's from Berlin. He's taking on Brady Baumgartner from Prairie du Chien, the freshman with a 500 record. Perney gets the first takedown and leads 2-0 in that championship bout. Now we'll look at another semifinal out here on mat number 2. That'll be Wisconsin Dells wrestling Adams Friendship. There's a matchup from last week's conference thing going on. That's Caleb Weissman from Adams Friendship, a junior, taking on Marty Platt, the senior from Wisconsin Dells. And Weissman gets the first takedown. Boy, there's some wicked stuff going on there.
Lots of stuff going on mat 2.
There is.
Baumgartner trailing 5-3 on mat 3 to Plaza of Berlin.
There was a case where he hung on to it too long again, Carl.
We're going to have a fall on that too.
Plot came around there and he fought too hard for that reversal, and he had it for a while, but then he kept fighting, and then it was Weissman came back with a reversal and a cradle himself, and he gets a 1 minute and 5 second fall. Things happen there quickly. I always got to remember when I'm watching stuff like that is we had the camera somewhere else. Sorry, people. Still 2-0 down there in our feature bout. And that's Porter Kosman trailing as we start the second period against Coda Perney. Perney still winning there as he tries to add to his lead with another takedown, and he does. So now 17 seconds into the second period, he leads 4-0. And now we got another Prairie.
That's Kramer and Hurd.
Yep, here out at 126. Kramer, yep. And there's a pin down there.
That was the
Berlin wrestler.
Klasa.
Yeah, Kaz finally finishes that match. And like you said, this is the consolation semifinal here at 126. And that's Gunnar Kremer from GET taking on Mason Hurd. Another one of those with championship implications. And it truly is championship implications because right now, based on where we're at in the tournament, it says GET has moved out in front by 2 points over Prairie du Chien. So that could be an interesting matchup. They're about 20 points, 25 points, both of them ahead of Mauston. But right now, when you're talking about tournament placement here, as far as champion or first or second, as far as team, these are two key matchups out here right now, aren't they, Carl?
Yeah, this is going to make huge jumps.
Good for either team. And then you have another Millmen wrestler down here on mat number 3. And that's at 120. That's Brody Bonzi. How do you pronounce it? Bonzi?
Bonzi.
Yeah, let's go with Banzi. I like that better. He takes on Cashton Stoddard, and that's another consolation final at 120. So 3 GT wrestlers out here. Right now, our Gunnar Kremer in the middle there, though he's in a lot of hurt. I said herd, and I was going to try to say herd, but it's herd on top, and he's close to the fall.
And he gets the fall.
Yep. And again, our people watching on film are going, why is he talking about that match when we're watching a 6-2 match down here? Well, good for Mason Hurd as he helped the Prairie du Chien cause there with a fall. So that gets advancement points to third plus bonus points. We'll go back to our other semifinal, and they start the third period down there, and it still is Coda Perney winning down there for the Millmen GT team.
And Banzi just came away with a
so he got those bonus points back for GT, didn't he?
Minute 24 pin time over Stoddard of Wisconsin Dells.
Yep. Now it's Kosman. He's trying to get a double arm bar there on Purdy. Purdy right now leading in this match 6-2, but there's a minute 30 to go, and it's going to be a matter of how much he can work those arms. Looks like we're going to move to 132 semifinal action, and that'll be Drake Ingham from Prairie du Chien. He takes on Alex Sir from Mauston. That should be a good match up there. Senior versus senior.
Purdy's going to come out the back door, or try to, for a reversal. Elevate the ankle. We got Alex Klum on mat 3. That's a consolation semi.
Yep, against Breck Peterson from Mauston, Necedah. Perney still trying to, as Carl said, trying to come out that back door and hasn't got out of it yet. Now he's just got to arch into that, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. And there it comes. 8-2 now with 35 seconds to go in that bout. Looking at our middle bout in a semifinal, it's Ingham there with the early takedown, leads 2-0. And then in Klum's match down there, still no score, right, Carl? As soon as I say that,
jinxed him.
They jinxed him.
Peterson's going to take an early lead, 2-0. Minute left to go in that first period.
Last 20 seconds here in this match you're watching, and then we'll kind of try to get down to Alex's match down there. As there was a fall in our middle match there is Drake Ingham. You know, he gets some more bonus for Purdy Sheen. Big points there. He gets third place points plus bonus points again. Purdy 10 seconds to go down there with an 8-2 lead. Still 2-0 down there in Klum's match as he trails. Get these last 10 seconds out of the way, and then Carl flip that over to the Vroco Blackhawk.
Unaware, Perney got a penalty point awarded to him.
Well,
I wasn't sure why, but there was a little discussion.
9-2 there. We'll switch it down to mat number 3 and catch the last of Klum's match.
They're going to go out of bounds. They'll reset. There's 5 seconds to go in that match. Klum trailing 2-0.
Consolation semifinal in the middle mat here. That would be Gage Steltenpole from Watoma Wild Rose taking on Jack Nichols from Wisconsin Dells. Then down on mat number 1, we'll get to that in a little bit too. Ben Reese from River Valley takes on Jaden Vanderhoff from Boston Necedah. So back to Klum's match.
Well, we started the second period on our feet. Peterson deferred to Klum. Klum elected to choose neutral. Peterson in on a double, coming back around up to the hips. Extends his lead 4-0. And goes to work from the top. He works to come up right along the edge of the cylinder. Peterson fights a power half with the near ankle trapped. The fall on mat 2, that was Nichols of Wisconsin Dells.
Yep, he got the fall there. In 1:13 was the pin time in that consolation semifinal. I was just catching up on some emails there, and I see a couple things there.
We have Evan Solberg.
The boss was reminding us of some things, and I see my son said Reed Spurley is wrestling today for Dodgeville, first time all year. Returning state champion for them. They have potential now with those 3 returning state champions and the number 1 ranked kid at 106. They could have big 4 right there in a row.
Wow.
You get to see them next week. You'll be in your different chair and different hat, but
yeah, Vroco dueled them earlier in the year, and I don't think either one of them. I think they were sitting. They were a little banged up.
Yep.
I don't think Spurley and Peterson, I don't think wrestled at Bi-State either. I'm not sure.
One of them was injured. Well, actually, none of the 3 state champions wrestled.
Oh, wow.
Charlie was out, too. That was a pin there we missed from the
17-second pin time for Evan Solberg. That was a consolation semi.
Yep. Sorry about that, folks. We were showing you Alex's match down there. He's losing 4-0. He almost scored there, though, didn't he?
He had an escape and almost had a takedown as time ran out.
Okay, but he's got the third period, trailing 4-1. But as Carl said, good match there by the Vroco wrestler in the center there.
And we're going to see Radke, the injured Radke, on mat 2.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does here at 138.
Because this is semifinal.
Yeah, this is semifinal. I'm sure he wants to get if he can get through this match, then we'll see what he does. You know, they talk about these injury defaults, and there's a couple of young men here, and one of them is Radke, and I'm sure the other one is Teague Perkins. They want to win, but they also are trying to protect themselves against some, let's say, further injuries. He's going to be taken on, and Mason Baumgartner's a senior. This is going to be a good match here.
We'll switch over to Mat 2. This is a semifinal with River Valley and Prairie. Clum has an escape, should be 6-2 on Clum's match.
Yep. So this should be a good match here for Noah Radke. Fine senior with a 22-3 record going into the match here. He takes on a tough opponent, though, in Mason Baumgartner, a senior with a 23-14 record. Noah fighting off an injury here and trying to keep his junior year alive. He comes from some tough genes down there at River Valley, and so this does not surprise me one bit that he's giving it everything he's got. Down on mat number 1, Ben Reese down there is in a tight match. He's trailing in that match against Vanderhoof 5-4.
So Clum in trouble with 38 seconds to go. He's gotten taken down. It's 8-1 with the 3 near fall. Now that makes it 11-1 with 30 seconds to go, trailing in that match.
Under a minute now, still no score in this championship semifinal between Radke and Baumgartner. Still 5-4. There's 6-5 down there as they get ready to go into the third period, with now Ben Reese winning in that match 6-5 as they go into the third period.
Radke definitely favoring that right knee. He's
protecting that right knee, and doesn't really want to be on his feet. But this is also just as big a challenge for Baumgartner because he's not used to wrestling a young man who's, down on the mat.
Yeah, about the only thing he can do is try and come in for a front head, but that presents its own dangers too.
Radke doing a nice job. Both wrestlers doing a nice job of hand fighting here. There was another thing, like you said, Baumgartner could do. He tried a semi-bull rush there.
Peterson's going to win the Clum match down there, 11-1. That's going to end Alex Clum's season.
Yep.
His sophomore season. He's come a long way. He's got room to grow, and he's going to be a force here in the next couple of years.
That's good. First period ends 0-0. Choice goes to Baumgartner. He chooses down. We do have a Richland center mat served down there against the GT wrestler. The early escape, though, for I believe that was Baumgartner that got the escape.
Yes.
They're having a heck of a time getting it on the board. It'll be 1-0 now in favor of Baumgartner. On the far end down there, I believe that's Kyle Wassinger in a consolation semi wrestling Lane Fry from GET down there on mat number 3. 8-5 score down on the other end in favor of Ben Reese. Still going takedowns here as neither wrestler has really figured out an advantage here, Carl, what they can get here on their feet.
And then you can see just as Radke's wrestling that he's fighting through it looks like he's fighting through a lot of pain. That just shows the dedication that these guys have.
Oh, wow, turn of events down there. I just got done telling you Reese was ahead, and now I turned down there. He got caught in some sort of head throw. He's going to give up at least 2 takedown and 3 near fall, and he's going to end up losing that match down there. Nice comeback. And there's the pin by Vanderhoff, and that, as the crowd also knows, they know that Boston's kind of on the edge of a team fight here. They're really putting the official here, pretty experienced official, and going to the state tournament. Put him in a dilemma here of,
when do you call stalling?
When do you call stalling, or is there stalling? There isn't a whole lot of really good takedown attempts here, though, either.
Oh, no.
I mean, Radke's mobility, like you said, for the River Valley wrestler is immensely. There's a nice try for a drag, though, and there's a nice try for a bull rush. Another nice try. Oh, there now on the. That was a fantastic last 10 seconds.
Well, Radke's going to have his choice. He's going to go down.
Well,
Look for reversals here. I don't think he's going to be getting any escapes.
wow, his coach gave him the.
Well, we got to reset the clock.
Okay. Radke did choose neutral. Instead of trying for the escape himself, he feels his best chance, which it was fun to watch that last 10 seconds. Now, Baumgartner really figured out if he increased the intensity of the action that he was able to make something happen there, and he just basically put Radke in a position where just couldn't move away with that, only trying to wrestle on one leg. The far end down there, we have Jackson Blaken taking on in his championship semifinal another River Valley wrestler, Mason Schulte. We'll switch down there once this match is over. But right now we put a lot of time and effort in this Baumgartner-Radke match. We're going to stay right here. 3-0 the score. That escape and the takedown. And just the guts and determination. Carl and I both are really putting it out for this young man from River Valley, but this is a tough spot to be in. And down in the other end there, we see Jason Blaken is getting close to the fall.
He got the fall.
And there, I just said it, and he got it.
56-second pin time.
56 seconds. He moves on to the championship match there. So big points there for GET. And going to be some decent points here for Prairie du Chien. This looks like this is going to go back and forth, and as soon as I say that, I see Prairie now jumped out in front. But now we have a Valley wrestler down here. Not Valley. That is a GET wrestler down here is what I wanted to say. Semi-final match at 132, and that's Jay Stetzer as he takes on Jacob Bertling from Nakusa Assumption, and he trails in that match 6-1.
And we have Vinny Klum.
Vinny's
mat 3.
All right, good. You keep an eye on that. We'll switch there as soon as Radke's match is over with. They wiped the score out on the computer, but it's on the scoreboard up 3-0 the last 20 seconds here. And unless he could really find that extra burst of energy, I think it's kind of the stories wrote here, at least for this round, for Noah Radke. Still has a shot here, though, and then, like we said earlier, there he did a nice move. And there's the end of it, though.
And the sportsmanship there with those two guys.
Yep. This day is not over. Noah's still got a shot here, and this is still one of those things we talked about earlier. This is hopefully just a qualifying tournament that he can get through this today. He's comes back in his next match and gets third, and he can go till next week.